To the next wine,
Sure.
the
Yes.
Borra Intuition, which is 60% Kerner.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even know Kerner was grown in the U.S. 20% Riesling, 20% Gewurz. Pretty typical sort of Germanic white blend.
So, so this vineyard comes from fruit. The fruit comes from a vineyard that's located on the east side of Lodi, and it happens to be my neighbor directly to the north. And the Koth family is, I believe, fourth generation German. There are many Germans that mostly emigrated from the Dakotas, and before that came from the Volga region of Russia.
They must have thought this was paradise.
Oh.
The Volga region of Russia, the Dakotas, and Lodi!
So they established little towns in the area, and not surprisingly, the one on the east side is called Victor, a good German name. And this particular family has done quite a job at focusing on German varieties, and this is only 3 of the many that they have. Earlier I was mentioning to Cameron that they're going to be planting about 50 different varieties as a varietal Germanic collection in the next couple of days.
And so this is the wine that makes you stop.
Right.
Because Sauvignon Blanc, I get, it fits in a mold that I have for Sauvignon Blanc in California. This is such a unique wine, and so not a warm climate profile in the mouth. It's crisp. It's minerally. It's just a gorgeous mouth, little nutty, complex, mouth cleansing style of wine.
Yeah, really beautiful.
It's a fantastic wine, and it really shows, this to me speaks 2 different things. It speaks the history and heritage quite well. I mean, we were settled as a region by Germans and Italians and Portuguese, and we have many of the indigenous varietals or varieties of grapes that were planted here and brought with them to really kind of have that taste of home, so to speak. But this one is fantastic because Steve Borra, the owner of Borra Vineyards, is actually Italian heritage, and he's another one who really experiments and plays around with a lot of different grape varietals. But his winemaker, Marcus Nigli, is Swiss. And so this is a way for Marcus to connect back with his European heritage as well in having a Germanic style and Germanic varietal wine.
And Steve Borra was one of the first people to establish a new bonded winery back in the late 60s, I think it was.
He was.
And he was known for doing Barbera. So
Here in Lodi?
yeah, true to his Italian heritage, he was doing Barbera, and then he would also do Zinfandels. And many years later, then he hired Marcus Nigli, who continued in that realm of doing these beautiful Italian varieties, but also focusing on his own heritage, which is exciting.
Sure.
So we have a question from the blogosphere. Does anybody know if Borra is doing a white rum blend as he's done in the past? That's the question.
That's a good question, and he's playing around with a lot of different things. That's one I'm not 100% certain about right now.
Do we know what the price of this is?
This ranges at about $24.
It's a fabulous
It's a fabulous wine, and this is a wine that I always take as a stumper when I'm on the road. People obviously realize that I'm representing the Lodi wine region, and I like to.
Yeah, but this can't come from Lodi.
That's what they always say. And I had a couple of master sommeliers at an event I was at last summer, and I said, I want you to, you're a master sommelier. I want you to tell me what this is. It's from Lodi.
That's cool.
And I poured it for them, and they had absolutely no clue. No clue. Blew their mind that, one, there was Kerner being grown in Lodi. There's a little bit of Kerner being grown in Michigan, but the bulk of the rest of it is here in Lodi. And, to have a dry style German blend with Kerner, Gewurz, and Riesling like this is just fantastic. Real stumper. Blew their mind that this is Lodi fruit.